Hi, it's Crystal from Khiphop Discussions, and today we're going to talk about Show Me the Money 12, episode 12, the final episode. We're going to know who the winner is. We're going to find out. But first, look at this outfit. You like this dress? I like it. It's cute. It's very skimpy. I might not ever wear this again, but here's the fit check. Okay, and there we go. Yeah, it's got some interesting stuff going on. I bought this a really long time ago and I had to wear it for something. Come on, I had to. So we're gonna wear it for this one.
At the top, I could be gonna name some things.
At the top, I could be gonna name some days and say.
Oh, at the way, at the top, I wanna be, I could be gonna gain some raise. Stay.
Okay, I don't know where we're going with this. Let's see. They're using the 3D lights again. I've noticed that they use them on a lot of stages this year. The first people I saw to use that was actually the J-pop group Perfume on their world tours and their tours in general. So it's really interesting that other people are starting to use it now.
아무것도 없이 우린 도착했지 밑바닥에서 날 못 찾겠지 A to the Z까지 난 미친 듯이 또 위로 털어낼 빛 돌아가지만 어김없이 We did it again We did it again now We did it again We did it again now We're going Yeah, my life's pull up and go. You me and my bro, hit picking and rolling. No, can nobody know. 내 지금 없이 약속. Check out, 내 심해나 새 거를 만들고 막을 수 없지 with stupid. 내 장의 앨범에 prove it. 내 머리도 보다 더 중요한 게 있어. 쟤네는 여전히 꺼내고. I think I'm about to get in a zone. I think I'm about to get in a mode. Headline 이라니 with my phone. 아무것도 아닌 저 package no. Okay 기다려 timing도 왜 안 되겠어. Okay 기다려 perfect timing. My iPhone's me most private. Forever my team of Kashi. 내가 늘 했던 상상. 저 쇼피스 떠나게 하는 애 앞으로 가져와 당장. 아무것도 없이 우린 도착했지 밑바닥에서 날 못 찾겠지 A to the Z까지 난 미친 듯이 또 위로 털어낸 빛 다 돌아갔지만 어김없이 We did it again We did it again now We did it again We did it again now We're going
I think that part we're going home. Okay. I think that's really catchy, so that's good.
Okay.
Oh, and he runs up to the two Okashi members, Jeffrey and Rap, and gives them a hug on the final stage. It's funny because on Rap Public, he was the first one to go home. He wanted to go home. And then here, he's the last one standing. So very interesting. And it's nice that he got to see his friends on the final stage, even though they got eliminated first. So that's cool. Ooh, he has a really nice voice. Dimo Rex, that's who the featuring artist is. He sounds actually really similar to Crush. I hope people don't take that negatively, because some people don't like getting compared to other people, which I understand it, but I promise I meant that as a compliment. His voice is very beautiful.
But I did it again. 죽을래 내 실수는 세월이 어디 가냐면 여기에 또 I did it again 너만 항상 불그래 계속해서 할 때 계속 너의 머리에 아직도 머리 다 savers 내 얼굴 너로 얼굴에 다 씌어있대 내 상처가 evidence All this pain cause of fame Yeah
넌 느린 걸음으로 돌아와서 아직도 눌러쓴 비니 비싼 시간이 틱탁 그래도 느긋하지는 티타임은 며칠 뒤면 공개되지 내 새 앨범 맛이 힙합 내 걱정하덜 말어 진짜 그거 내 노래라니까 시작 We did it 이미 이러지면 그거 이룰 거야 그게 우리 취미 미리 말하자면 shout out to 리리 이유는 비면 락치 느낌이 원래 멍청한 애들은 멍청이들끼리 덕분에 자리로 여유를 느껴 마치 더 quiet 자유롭지 like 파리로
아무것도 없이 우린 도착했지 Okay
And Woo Wonjae came out wearing a different color than the rest of them. Mason Home is in all black, but his hair is red. And then you've got Dimo Rex in mostly all black, leather jacket, I think that was. And then you have Woo came out with the white jacket. So there's some nice different colors going on so that they don't all blend in together. So that's cool. Oh, and Jeffrey White and Rap Sandu actually came on stage too. Okay, that was a good one. It was definitely suited for the final stage. I didn't really know what Mason Home was going to come out with because he's a little bit eccentric, but I think this was a good song. I don't really have much else to say other than that, so we're just going to move on to the next one. Okay, so you guys probably aren't going to be able to see this, but Milli is dressed as a chef. Everybody else on stage is wearing all white. It seems like it's all female dancers, and the song's called MSG, so it's kind of like a kitchen, cook, chef type of vibe.
Sorry, I've been doing it, just rap, baby. They're showing new thing to what I call me. 자꾸 끼리만 알아, 내가 뭘 여기 하는지. 아까 혀 같은 입맛은 못 느끼지. MSG, like a MSG. 맛있어, girl, like on salad garden. MSG, like a MSG. Minus says gorgeous, minus still wrong, like 혀가 파서 셀처럼 멀지. 탈지만 mix it up. Passionate, patient, person, time, protein. Put me at a pinnacle. Put me at a pinnacle. I got 5-star for like 5 years in a restaurant. And it's time for the renaissance. If you rapping like this, I better eat that for lemon yolk. In a silent, I take a seat and listen to the wind. You're so tell us you feel like a piece of cheese. Picture of everything what we want. I know you need. Event is cheap, you can deny the ask so much yourself. Hop up in this vehicle with everything make me heat. He might be the best fit in this game, but he just tastes like me. Versus Sonic, but I'm in this season should make me win. Not no forever. I see a flavor, my man put your tea. Yo, I'd rather sing, I move that thing. It's cool, but it's called it's extra. Never seen thing like this, just admit it. Since the extra, it's better. G, courtesy, so season. Every step I took, MSG, I'm a fire black. I still got them hooked. Complain about the menu, but still eat my food. Now everybody put your hands up, shut up, just let him cut.
Okay, so completely different ones. Omega Sapien comes in, and that makes sense because Omega Sapien, he's a weirdo, and I mean that in the best way possible. I really like Bombing Tiger. I like Omega Sapien. So that was interesting that she brought him to really accentuate the differences and the uniqueness and all of that. So yeah.
Let's go! MSG like a MSG. I just saw a girl like on salad garden. MSG like a MSG. My sense gorgeous, my still wrong like 혀가 파서 셀처럼 멀지. 탈지만 mix it up. Passionate, patient, person, time, protein. Put me at a pinnacle.
펑창 너의 So I know 한국말로 하면 정말로 맛있겠다 Omega boy I'm a sexy boy 생차의 포션 너
멋있어, 멋있어, 멋있어. 멋있어 yeah 멋있어 멋있어 멋있나 짜짜짜 짱짜짜 난 통해서 터 짱짜봐 있잖아 진짜 짱짜봐 넌내는 뻥뻥 찐남자짜봐 Live in the culture What? I'm in powder Oh Omega Milli I get taking this shit to the future yeah
Okay, taking her shoes off so she can hit a dance break real quick. Okay. Okay, so I definitely think she went all the way out with the performance and everything, the dance breaks, the clothing, bring Omega Sapien, the instrumental, she also went all out with that. Overall, this is a nice product. With the song, there's portions that I like and that I dislike, but obviously there's gonna be like that when you're trying to put so many things together and have so many instrumental changes. Some are gonna be some people's taste, some are not gonna be some people's taste. Some people are gonna like all of it, some people are gonna like none of it. I like most of this. The portion with Omega Sapien and her right before the dance break, that part was a little too creative for me, but that's okay. It's just my opinion. But overall, I think this is a good product, and she's killed it throughout the season. And yeah, that's how I feel. So let's go on to the next one. Oh, she said it. She said in the song she can sing, she could she could dance, she can rap, all of that. Like, she's a total package. Like I told you guys in the last episode 11. I told you guys she's a total, but she already knows that, obviously. She doesn't need me to validate that or whatever. I just want to make sure I say it because unfortunately people will try to play you like you're not that chick. So I just like to give people their credit. So she has all the credit. She's done amazing throughout the whole season. And so I had to give her my props. She definitely added a lot to this season, made it really entertaining, gave us so many performances, so many different songs, so many different flavors, all of that. So that's cool for her. We're going to go on to the next one. Okay, straight out the gate, Trey B doing something we wouldn't expect from him, so I like that. I definitely like that. Last episode I talked about how he did something that we would expect from him, so the fact that he's doing this on the final episode too, where it's even more dangerous to do something completely different, he still did it, so shout out to him. Let's get into the rest of the song. Oh, it's Big Naughty. Okay. And I think that's Kyojong from Groovy Room who's playing the keyboards right now. Oh, and it's a really simple performance. It's kind of just like a house party, but on stage. That's how I look at it. Go party with them, Big Naughty. Don't go hang out. Go kick it.
Sparking all the dreams and take a pick of pretty bees. I don't want to like who you. I mean, who cares? On top of time, girl, you milking at your man shit. Get your ugly face so when you can think of it. 이거 때 must be get it 욕을 하면 아무것도 제입하기 부르면
I feel like Big Naughty's voice is really distinct as well. Like, you can always tell that it's him when he's singing. He doesn't sound like any of the other singers. Maybe because he kind of started off as a rapper and then more transitioned into doing more sing-song stuff and things like that. But yeah, he sounds different in a good way. And I just like, so far I'm just liking this performance. It's, like I said, it's like a house party. Youngji's in the party, she's turning up and all of that. But J Park is still coming out, so let's see what he's gonna do.
Running around in the city like me and my brody shall be the last.
I'ma pull up on you like a creep. Johnny, you can't evolve in my mind. Cause now you're letting go, call up the shopping.
Trey B, Youngji, J Park, Mosh Pit, Trey B, let's get it, let's go. Okay, so like he said, it was definitely some new, no final, just new. I really like that song. It's a good song. It's something new, different from anything he's done on the entire show, and low-key in his career as well. So that was cool. I like that. The featurings on the song were good. The overall performance, they were able to hype up the crowd without just yelling and screaming into the mic, so that was dope. So now we're gonna go to the next one. These are the ones that I actually didn't see live, because if you were in the live stream on Thursday, you know that the whole live stream just went blank right after Trey B's performance, so we didn't get to see NowImYoung or Han. So this is my first time seeing NowImYoung, and it's gonna be my first time seeing Han. So let's see what they did. Okay, so there's monitors stacked on the corners of the stage, and it's like kind of dark, but NowImYoung kind of has like some lights in the middle, so it's like you can see him walking out into the stage. So let's see.
Put your hands up. Yeah. What's up? 달이 뜨면 내 밤이 날 찾겠지. 그동안의 시간이 낮추겠지. 인정받지도 못해 참 위험한 상태에 울려 베이스게 내가 나만 찾게. 그대 박히는 게 싫었던 나의 젊음. 끝이 없는 리허설, 끝이 없는 나의 mirror 속 사라질 순 없지 하룻밤에. 차라리 난 빅뱅 노래나 틀고 음악이랑 깊게 빠질래 추억. 사실 이건 클럽 공기보다 외로워. 그래 너도 겪어봤겠지. 때론 자극이 더 필요해. 내 정신없고 살기도 해. 이게 내 마지막인 것처럼 나 울기도 했지. yeah. 지켜야 했다고 나를 위해 남영함 힘이 이 말을 위해서. 다시 말해 young and what is me. 다시 말해 young and what is me. 다시 말해 young and what is me. 다시 오지 않아 young and wild. Put your hands in the air. 정신 놓고 just play. 젊음이라서 난 끝. 바보처럼 이렇게. Forever I'm young. Forever I'm young. Forever I'm young.
Okay, this one's catchy. Forever I'm young. Yeah, I like that.
Forever I'm young. 젊음들을 위해 oh yeah. 젊음들을 위해 oh yeah. 젊음들을 위해 oh yeah. 없던 너의 표정.
Okay, and he walked back to the beginning of the stage, which is further away from the crowd, and there's like a bunny rabbit, but it's like made out of lights. It's kind of like what you see on his album cover, so there's that.
무대 안에 flashlight 꽃처럼 터져 비 내리듯 땀범벅.
Oh, and another thing that's interesting, it seems like there's no featurings on this song, and there's also no background dancer, so he's just carrying this whole performance by himself. There's not really much backdrop going on as far as on the screens and monitors. On the monitors, you see him from, I think that's from one of his videos or from his albums. So this is like a really bare-bones performance. He's just doing his thing just by himself and just letting the song carry this whole performance.
소중했던 기억들을 지울 바엔 차라리 넌 빅뱅 노래나 틀고 사실 이 시간이 영원하게 빌어 영원할 순 없다고 해도 빌어 yeah 꿈이 아니었으면 yeah 그래 꿈이 아니었으면 yeah 내 이름이 so 다시 말해 young why this me yeah 다시 말해 young why this me 다시 말해 young and why that's me yeah 다시 맞은 나의 young and why that's free yeah 젊은 미라서 난 catch 바보처럼 이렇게 forever I'm young forever I'm young forever I'm young forever I'm young yeah 젊은들을 위해 oh yeah 젊은들을 위해 oh yeah 젊은들을 위해 oh yeah
Okay, so there was a lot of call and response in that performance. That's really interesting. Okay, and again, like I said, the bare bone performance, he's able to get people hype really easy. He knows how to make the crowd chant and get involved, even with his repetition and his lyrics. Ah yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. He made it so that they don't even know the song, they're already singing along to it. So, and also I think the lyrics are pretty simple too. Forever I'm young, you know, you just can say that part over and over. And like obviously people in hip hop and rap like more complex, in-depth lyrics with a lot of witty wordplay. And so that's important too, but at some points in the song, it's good to have parts that the crowd could just sing along to. Because in Korea, if you've ever been to a concert in Korea, they don't really, unless it's a really, really, really popular song, they don't really sing along to the verses as much. They usually just sing along to the chorus. So it's really good that when somebody knows how to make those choruses that are going to be chantable along to, and they can be more complex in their verses. Because, you know, if they're rapping fast or whatever, then it's hard for the crowd to sing along or rap along anyway. But yeah, that's one difference I noticed between like Korea and America. We in America like to sing the whole song, but I feel like Korea has more like, especially since the influence of K-pop, it has like more of the fan chant culture, if you will. So I've noticed that a lot of the fans just sing the chorus, especially because it's easier too. So when the rappers design their songs so that the choruses are chantable, that's really good because it gives us an opportunity to sing along. And you know, singing along is fun. Korean fans obviously like it. So there's that. But overall, I really think NowImYoung has shown a lot this season. He has some of the best songs this season. Money Checks, Kiss Kiss Kiss, Now I'm Young, and like he definitely ate this song Mission. And even though he didn't win, you have to give him his props. I know a lot of people are probably going to be talking crap like how did Now I'm Young get there, how did not, because he's not, I don't want to say he's not a good rapper, it's just that he's not as technical and he's not as advanced of a rapper as some other types of rappers and the type of rappers who usually make it this far. But regardless, you don't have to be the best lyricist in the world to be a rapper. He has a lot of style. He has charisma. He knows how to hype the crowd up. He knows how to actually make a good song that you want to listen to. NowImYoung songs are some of the only songs from this season that I've listened to more than once, right? And we've seen, like he did with Animal, he can do a lot of different styles. It's not just one thing. So even though he does have a style that's more expected of him. He's able to do some other things and blend it with different types of styles of music. So overall, NowImYoung is still pretty young. He's still pretty new. So it's going to be interesting to see where his career evolves from here. I think it was really good to see him go to Yacha, as well as, well, I didn't watch all of Yacha, but it seemed like he went there, got some more practice, came back with more of a fiery spirit. He really wanted to prove himself, and I think he definitely did. He did really good. So shout out to NowImYoung, and that was a good performance. I'm gonna go on to the next one. I think that's gonna be Han. So let's go over there and see Han's performance. Okay, and so for Han's performance, he has some speakers in the back. He was just sitting on them, and then in front of them, closer to the front of the, not to the front, still in the back, but in front of the speakers, there's like a bunch of people. So this one has kind of like a party vibe as well.
Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. 내가 8살 때 갓 깨는 MP3 안에 들어있던 빌보드 탑에 14살 애주게 된 드럼스틱에 기스가 날 때만 날뛰는 BPM 그 다음 연도에 만난 친구는 나를 완전히 새로운 세계로 윈도에 이어폰을 통해 달콤하게 단 것은 마인드로 유리공예 될 대로 되라고 해로부터 퍼펙트 빈스로 닥치는 대로 외웠고 제대로 뱉어본 개통 내 노래방 교회에서 스피리추얼 관객들이 내면서 난 10개도 안 되고 냈지만 다음 나라 교회에서 소문이 퍼지기 시작해 젠 Show me the money에 나가야 돼 I rap to the phone 첫 MRC는 UFO 그래방과 후에 날 소식하는 O VPREC 또 맵모 땅에서 내려갈 람들은 무대포 후회는 없어 바로 다음 무대로 하루로 옮기는 나의 등을 두드려진 건 위지.
Okay, so one thing I've noticed about this, he's still rapping fast, but he slowed it down a little bit, and it's a little bit tighter in some places, but then it's a little bit further apart in other places. So it's more subtle, but there is some variety here, so I like that. Okay, that's catchy. Rhythm is life, rhymes infinite, lines go drill 'em. Okay.
Gako. Life is not too good, not too bad. 하루 잘 살았다면 다 잔치우고 자축해. 도파민에 절여져 손내줄 사이와 what to pay. 잠시 내려놓고 긴 터널 속에 날 가둘 때 받고 나방 디블 mind traveling, rhyme dribbling, 힙합과 팝 두개 sibling. Power speaking, speaker rhythm. 편도체를 깨워 기름이 anti-aging, money chasing, 멈춰 잠시 back to basic, not too daisy, got to gauge. 부딪히 듣지 that's so amazing. 냄새만 맡고 가 젊음에 찬란한 손에 든 컬러와 한 점 더 붙여줘 떠나지 전에 나 엎드려 절받아 에코 산으로 올라가 리본을 달아 나타주는 둘이라 정상이 외로울 일 없지 다음은 나만 오늘 보내 Rhythm is life Life my rhythm, life my rhythm say Rhythm is life Rhymes infinite life for rhythm yeah 벼락쳐 light tight 쪼개지는 film yeah 사는 거 rhythm
Okay, maybe it's not party vibes, it's more dance crew vibes.
Rhythm is life Rhymes infinite life my rhythm say Rhythm is life Rhymes infinite life for rhythm yeah 벼락쳐 light tight 쪼개지는 film yeah 사는 거 rhythm rhythm은 곧 삶 Rhythm is life, life is rhythm Rhythm이란 나의 삶을 움직이는 기름 나를 바로 세운 기도 쉽게 다 나의 기도 다시 올라타게 돼서 내가 잃어버린 길을 칠흑한 어둠에서 갈고 다 끝내 verse 태양처럼 빛나는 이름 길을 세워 배운 내 연필을 내서 내 덤비를 따라붙어 뻔비 너니 불안전한 나에게로 선명한 필링 특히 분내게 돼 나를 키워 치명적인 빔 Let's dance like a 소리 질러 나도 말든 간에 움직여 그게 검은 새끼든 이 새끼든 한 걸음에 달려있는 게 날 떨어지는 계단으로 변해야 필요가 없어 날아가는 법 에이 난 부러면서 보너스로 미움까지 받아 그리고 와서 많은 돈은 사은품 가끔 문을 두드리는 숟가락을 구부리는 맛이 삶은 내게 매우 뿌듯하게 보답할 뿐 소심한 것은 나의 89로 거더러게 놀이 또 말하고서 든 걸로 너무 거더러 버릇없이 꾸는 it hit like a percussion 멋들어지고 때 빼보라고 autotune 위에 너만 레버 올라와 컷내 throat 클래스 따시면 모두 말을 같이 몸 불을 던졌다면 게임이면 lose 무겁네 행복 무섭네 행동같이 하나하나 baby what she got so no kiss so I gotta win victory no win the kids get win the kids get win yeah I gotta 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 win 병지야 나와 피부ጥ만은 그날 아니고 피 멀리서 보니 되는 코미디 내 구실과 다던 불장식의 피날레 피부들 바라냐 범인이 윗가락에 때문에 빈털털이 버리는 느끼는 주제로 버리는 거 긴장들 끼시기 다 싫어 빈잔 쇼 미치게 난 이랬어 난 조금 돌아버려 걔는 치고 돌아버려 우리 둘이 피니 보는 저는 걸어 내 무릎을 까불어 난 사무소나 감다는 잘하면 장난도 떠버려 내 만들어 잠 땀을 주고 푸고서 그릇에 난 나와 조시 장갑도 팔아버려 너는 끝이 내려 빛너 다시 속에는 흙까지 오면 툭 목에 맞을 거야 Pain on my shoulder but I can't feel I can't feel Pain getting colder but I can't say no blood 무겁네 행복 무섭네 행동같이 하나하나 baby what she got I'm a king so I gotta win victory to win the kings get me the kings get me yeah I gotta win 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 victory to win the kings get me the kings get me yeah I gotta win 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 내 한 번이 그래 백 번이 넌 먹듯이 매같이 take a risk 눈앞에 원피스 이거 몇 년 전에 봤던 장면이 And I'm walking with Jesus and Buddha 그래 사랑과 평화 나도 넌 곳으로 가
Okay, so that's a really intense performance. He had Rhythm is Life and King's Gambit, so 2 songs together produced by Zico and Crush. And that features Zico, Gako, and Vinxen. So that was really interesting. I actually liked that one as well a lot. Okay, so what happened? I voted, when the voting for Global first came out, we had a pre-vote on Mnet Plus. I voted 1 day for Han, and I voted 1 day for Milli. And I have proof of that. I can put it in. If you guys don't believe me, I'll put in the screenshots, but I think you guys are gonna believe me because why would I lie about that? But so that was that. However, on this episode 12, I was really hyped because like, dang, this is the first time that global people, international people are gonna be able to vote. Like, that's dope. They included us. So what happened was NowImYoung and Han's part got blocked out of the broadcast, so we didn't get to see them. Initially, I just thought it was gonna be NowImYoung's, like, oh, he had a technical difficulty, but it'll be up by the end of the episode. So I was like, oh, I'm probably just going to give my vote to NowImYoung. Since the global audiences and some people even in Korea, because they watch on Mnet Plus, didn't get to actually see NowImYoung's performance, even if it's like an amazing performance that's better than everybody else's, amazing rap, amazing whatever, his votes are going to suffer because of that, because it wasn't on the broadcast. So I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to vote for NowImYoung, even though I like Haon and Milli, and I'm rooting for one of those two to win. But luckily, I didn't do it. When it came down to it, Hans actually didn't get back on air either. They were still blacked out on the screen. So I ended up and just voted Han. I saw Milli's performance, and this is no shade to Milli, but throughout the songs, I personally voted for Han because I ended up liking his songs better altogether. So that's why I voted for him. So I was basically voting off of his episode 11 and all the other songs he did. So there was that. But Han won, obviously, and I'm really happy he won. He's one of the first people he's only the second person to win Show Me the Money and High School Rapper. Another thing that's interesting about this specific performance is that he brought back Vinxen. He's trying to get away from the image of High School Rapper, but I like how at the end, he kind of just embraced it and was just like, you know what, yeah, this is a part of my story. This is a part of my history. And so he brought Vinxen there because if you remember on High School Rapper, Han, because Vinxen was more closed off, more introverted, Han actually went to make a little friendship with Vinxen. And so they were like close on the show. After the show, they weren't really that close anymore, but it's nice that he ended up bringing him back. I don't know if they're going to rekindle their friendship. I don't know if they already did rekindle it. Maybe Vinxen saw him when he said like, oh yeah, we're not really that close anymore. And they ended up reconnecting. I don't really know. That's their business, whatever. But it was cool that he brought that little thing back as like a reminder to his past instead of trying to, you know, run away from it and be like, oh, that didn't happen or whatever. Because unfortunately, people are going to judge you on your past and they're going to like kind of keep it to you. And it's not always a negative thing. Sometimes it's because they love you that much and they love your memory and they don't want you to be forgotten by history. So I hope Han remembers, like, part of the reason why people keep bringing up High School Rapper is because he made an amazing impact on so many people and a lot of people really love him and all of that. So I don't want him to think that that's just like, I know he wants to do other stuff. He doesn't want to just be known for High School Rapper. He wants to evolve and grow, add more to his achievement list, all of that. But I hope he knows that the reason why people bring up High School Rapper is because people really love him. People really fell in love with him on that show. So yeah. So shout out to Han. Congratulations. I'm so proud of him. Now I'm young too. Like, KC Entertainment is on a crazy run. I've never seen a run like this. They're snatching up all the awards. They're having all the hits. They're winning shows. They're making to the final episode. They're killing it out here. And I'm not saying this just to like kiss ass or suck up to Casey or any of that, but you got to give credit where it's due. You got to give people their props. And I feel like in K-hip-hop and in life in general, people just do not want to give certain people their props and their credit. You have to give KC their credit. You have to give NowImYoung his credit for making this far. You have to give Han his credit for everything he's done and all of that. So they killed it. Shout out to them. And I also want to make sure I give Milli her credit too, because like I said, a lot of the most interesting things that happened on this season, Milli was a part of them. She killed it during what I remember her most for is actually the song mission boot camp. I feel like that's where she shined the most. She shined throughout the season. She was just entertaining, but that song mission, I feel like she really those 3 episodes, she really came in clutch and she really turned it up. She really showed out for the global contestant. She made it all the way to the finals as a global contestant. No other contestant globally ever made it that far. So that's that for her. She's an amazing performer. Like I said, singing, dancing, all these creative performances. Obviously, all of them cannot be my thing. So like, I hate that I had to get on here and say that, oh, some of them were my thing, even though she's done so amazing. I don't want anybody to feel any type of way about that. But you know, I had to be honest. The reason why I had to be honest is because if I'm not honest, then people are going to stop taking me so seriously when I say nice things. And I want people to know that I'm not just kissing ass or just sucking up to people or anything like that. When I say nice things about people, I genuinely, truly believe that in my heart. And I genuinely, truly believe that Milli could win this season. And she pretty much almost did. But obviously, Han is a hard mountain, a hard obstacle to get over, period. So shout out to her, shout out to him. And, you know, it's just going to be interesting to see how everybody's career goes from here, especially NowImYoung, especially Royal 44. Milli and Han are pretty much already established at this point, and there's a lot of other ones that I can't think of, but I'll probably think of them later. And so, yeah, overall, this was a pretty good season. I think this was a really good season. This one was really entertaining, even though I don't like all of the songs from like episode 10, for example. And even though I'm not a huge fan of the songs from even episode 8, I think it was. I think these people really put on a show. They gave it their all. Pretty much every episode was interesting. And I like that Show Me the Money finally. We got a variety of people there. Obviously, this is a really high level show. So we're not going to get beginner rappers anymore. We're going to get people who have more experience, who have more connections, all of that. But I feel like they made a good effort to make sure we just had a variety of people. They brought in some people from Japan. They brought on Milli from Thailand. They brought in some people who like are brand new or just starting up, some up and comers, some people who are a lot more established like Han, Trey B, such and such, people like that. So they really, I think they killed it with the casting this season. And yeah, I really like how we ended up getting official subs and being on the CJ Selects Plus, CJ E&M Selects, as well as Mnet Plus. You know, like I said on the last one, we made it out the hood. And I just want to see how much more amazing things we can do with K-hip-hop. You know, like I said before, we don't actually need Show Me the Money. But, I mean, I think it's hard to say because this is the most interest I've seen in K-hip-hop in a while. So it's kind of hard to say, oh, we don't need Show Me the Money. The scene doesn't need it, blah, 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 blah. I think part of where that's coming from is people are potentially frustrated that they're not seeing any new people that they don't already know about. But it seems like this season kind of fixed that issue. So even though it's still some famous people coming on, it's people from different countries and things like that. So people who are on, maybe they were in the K-pop side of things and they came over. Maybe there was someone from I want to say Street Woman Fighter who tried to audition. So they definitely went into some effort to put some variety into this. So I love that, and I'm glad they put some different producers on here. They brought back some old ones, Zico Crush, Jay Mosh Pit, but we also got Haki Shibaseki and Jay Tong. And so, and Haki Shibaseki, his instrumentals, like he ate with his instrumentals. So there's that. Mosh Pit, obviously he killed it. Zico and Crush, they did a lot of different things. Gray and Loco. So there's that. Oxynova was on the show as well. I felt like he came off really good on this show. I feel like he probably left some good impression on a lot of people. I felt like he just looked really clean. He always looked like he just got out the shower. Like, I was like, whoa, okay, that's interesting. He dressed so nice. He portrayed himself as respectful and talented, well-mannered, all of that. And I think in general, pretty much everybody who came on this show this season, for the most part, portrayed themselves well. And so it was a good show. It was a good show. I probably have a lot more stuff to say that I'll remember after I get off camera, unfortunately. But so far, I'm happy it was back. It was a good season. I had a good time. And, you know, I feel like I'm kind of getting the Show Me the Money or K-Hip-Hop Rapper experience this year because, you know, I got a lot of viewers. And, you know, unfortunately, a lot of you guys don't watch all of my other content that's not Show Me the Money related. But that's okay. You know, I'm going to keep making videos even if you guys don't always watch all of them. I know, like, nobody can watch every single video that everybody puts out. Some of my videos are really long, but I just hope you guys don't completely forget about me. But if you guys do, I understand you guys have a life and all of that. But that's what Korean rappers go through. Like after Show Me the Money, some of them do feel like, oh, well, you guys love me on the show, but you don't give me as much support off of it. I don't know. That is true to an extent. So I'm not going to complain about it because it's just the name of the game. But for those of you who stay, I really appreciate you. And those of you who I will never see again after Show Me the Money 12, regardless, thank you so much for coming to hang out and subscribing and liking and watching my videos. We had a good time. Even if this is the last time being together, thank you so much. I had so much fun. And, you know, now I have to go back to real life, get back to worrying about school. This semester, I'm like this close to dropping out, this close. I've already achieved a certificate. But I want the master's degree. I need them. I don't need it, but I want it because I worked this hard. And this class, I hate this class, but whatever. We're going to do it. We ball, like I say. That's our topic, but thank you guys for sticking around. And I had such a good time. I really mean that. So have a nice life if I never see you again. And that's all for now. Bye.